Hi guys, this is Patricia from Year Crochet. Um, this is my 1 year podiversary. It's been a pretty eventful whole year on YouTube, and I didn't want to have a big blowout because I don't have a lot of I don't have 1,000 subscribers or none of the things that I wanted to have by the time a year has rolled by. But I have survived a whole year on YouTube, and I have met some wonderful people. I can't say enough about our Yarny community. All of us together make it the great thing that it is, and how we rally around each other and help each other out. And I mean, it's very, very humbling to be a part of it, and I want to thank all my fellow content creators and all my subscribers. You really have made a tough year more bearable, and I want to thank you for that. I'm very, very, very humbled to have met everybody and be a part of it all. Please excuse my bedraggled look. My son's in Japan, okay? and this is the furthest I've ever been. Sorry, I may have stuff on me. I've been baking. This is the furthest I've ever been away from him. I mean, I've been apart from him, and he's 25, so. But it's the furthest I've ever been away from him, and it will be the longest I've ever been away from him because he's going to be gone for 2 weeks, and he's only ever been away from me for a week at a time. But I'm super, super proud of him, and he's graduating. He's on the chancellor's list, and he's got a 4.0 grade point average at IU, Indiana University Southeast. They call it IUS. And he's achieved his goals of making it to Japan, and next year he'll be moving there to be a teacher. So I'm very, very proud of him. But yeah, it's been a pretty eventful year. I want to give a little bit of details. Right now, as I'm standing, I'm not even at 500 subscribers, but I do have 477 wonderful, wonderful people who have thought enough of me to subscribe to my channel. So I thank you. And I have 185 videos on there, as some of them are in playlist. I could use the watch hours. I just broke last night 1,001 watch hours. And you need 3,000 at the very least, and 4,000 to get fully, subscribed to. And you may hear Harley snoring in the background, or Kage playing with something, you just don't know. And a stray cat hair here and there floating around. Okay, so, 185 videos, that's quite a bit for 1 year. I think that is cool. I know there's other people that have more who put up content like every day or a couple times a day. I started to try. I didn't even do it every day, but I tried to put up a lot, and it burnt me out. So I was out for a little bit, and then now I'm back. Those numbers may have been a little bit bigger if I hadn't taken a break. But if I hadn't taken a break, they would have ended right there, and that would have been the end of it. So a few things that I want to tell anybody who's starting out, who wants to start out. Do it. Because you won't regret it. What you will regret is not ever having tried, and you look back on your life and say, why didn't I do that? Because it's not hard. And well, it's hard work. I'm not going to say that, but it's not hard. You can talk to a friend on the phone, then you can talk to 477 friends on the tablet. and you can edit that. So, you can control what you're putting out there to people, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun when I'm not stressing myself out. It is so much fun. I don't regret doing it. I really don't. So if you're just starting out or you want to start out, I will stand behind you. If you need a shout out, put a comment in the thing below. Now, before I would shout out anybody, I'd watch a couple of videos and make sure there's no inappropriate content. Just saying. But most of our Yarny community does not have any of that. Ooh, I almost spit my tea. Doesn't have any of that, and they're just all around good people. So I'm not really worried about anybody wanting a shout out that's inappropriate. But I've shouted out a few people and tried my best to support those people, and I believe that we all do that, and it's a good thing to do, to support each other. Let me see, do I have anything else to say? Yeah, so I want to be at 500, but I'm not. I want to be at 1,000, but I'm not. But I'm going to keep plugging on there. Now, if you look on my channel, it says my Podiversary shouldn't be until December 10th, and that's because that's when I started the channel, I think in 2010. But I didn't start doing videos until August 7th of last year. So I count the August 7th today as my Podiversary date. So I still have a chance to reach 500 before then, subscribers. But whether or not I get 2,000 more watch hours is up to all of y'all. It's probably not going to be obtainable, but it's okay. It is what it is. I'm still going to be doing my channel. And so a few fun things today. I got most of channel talk out of the way. So I wanted to do something fun. And you saw my my tag, my thumbnail for the video. I got myself some tea I've been wanting to try, biscuit tea. I've heard my friends talk about it, and I really wanted to try it, so I got some. And so I've brewed up a cup in my fancy teacup with the tea. Everybody who knows me knows I like coffee mugs. I like merchandise. I like t-shirts with funny sayings. This one says crochet. Oh, well, you can't see because my tea's in there. It says crochet because murder is wrong, and it's got this cute kitty who's crocheting. And he's a black kitty like Kage. I have made some Mary Berry. Woo, they're gonna fall. Mary Berry scones with raisins, and I did not have. Mary Berry uses a fluted one for sweet scones, and just a flat round one for not flat, but a round cutter that doesn't have no fluted edges for savory. So these were sweet, and I only had a heart cookie cutter, so I used a heart cookie cutter. But look, it raised pretty high. This one's a little bit more flat because I did not have a rolling pin. I patted it out with my hand. So it's flatter because the dough was shorter in that area. But this one had more raisins. So I got two to show you because I wasn't trying to overwork the dough. So the raisins are a little uneven. But it was my first time making Mary Berry scones, okay? I mean, it's so exciting. I'm a little bit of a geek over Mary Berry. Just saying. And the British Bake Off. I think you guys call it something else. I could be wrong. But, sorry. The British baking show. We watch it over here on Netflix, too. We get it after y'all, but we get it. And I really like to watch all the people on it cooking. And I'm not a great baker. But Mary Berry's recipe, which I will link in the description if I remember. If I don't, you guys call me on it and I'll get it on there. But it's easy to find. You just have to put Mary Berry scones in the search engine and you'll find it. But it is so easy to follow that somebody who is not a baker like me, I mean, I'm not proficient in anything. I know a little bit about everything. Everything. But I'm not proficient in one thing. You know, I'm not a professional. But if I could do it, then you can. Trust me. So anyway, I'm going to try one on camera. So please excuse me eating on camera. But I just want to see what my hard work paid off. So I'm going to take a bite. It is really good. It's a little bit dry, if you can see. I think, sorry, let me get the food going. That biscuit tea really does taste like biscuits. I don't know if it's because I have a biscuit in my mouth or it tastes really good. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to gross everybody up. But I think that I may have needed to add a little bit more liquid because she says pour most of it in there. And I may have been a little light on it. I mean, the dough felt really wet. So I thought it was good, but I may have needed to add a little bit more moisture to it. But the raisins do give it some moisture. So even though they're dried, they still have moisture in them. And it's a lovely flavor. So I don't even care. And it's my first time, so I'll improve the next time. I'll be taking scones to the family get together, and everybody will be like, oh my goodness. And I'll be like, it's some Mary Berry scones. I'm not like that. I really am not, but I will be that day. But anyway, yeah, so I got the tea. It's in a really cute box. You can get it on Amazon for $6. Or if you live near Tracey, please buy it from Tracey. Same price, $6 something. I just couldn't get it from Tracey at Crochet Rocks because of the shipping to the United States was a lot. Not her fault. It's just the shipping. And so, please, if you live in the UK or close enough that the shipping don't matter, please buy this from her shop. But I had to get it on Amazon. But it was the same price. And it's in a cute box, but they squashed it. See the doggy? Oh, it's so cute. So very cute. And they had the jam one too. So I want to try that one. But biscuit tea is really good. It's from Taylors of Harrogate, Yorkshire tea. It says above there, Taylors of Harrogate. And it has by appointment to HRH, the Prince of Wales, which he's now the king. So this box must have been printed before. But anyway, or educate me, maybe they switched it to Prince William already. I don't know how that goes, but anyway, needless to say, it's a fancy tea and I like it. And it's not so fancy that everybody can't buy it. And so that's awesome too. And the scones are really, really good. I really want to finish them, but I won't do that to you guys. I don't like eating in front of people anyway. I mean, at a family get-together maybe, because we're all chowing down. But not, you know, my son does not like me to eat and talk. And I guess that's gross, but, you know, I'm so country that, you know. But anyway, I try to be polite in company and when my son's around because he doesn't like it. Okay, so, that was a little bit of a fun try on TV. So I encourage everybody to try Mary Berry scones because they're really easy. If you were intimidated to make scones, or scones, as my friends would say, if you were intimidated by it, please don't be, and try it. Because if a country girl like me, of course country girls cook better than me, but if a little country girl like me can make a Mary Berry scone, then everybody can do it. Okay. So I to make another little fun thing, I'm not at 500, which at 500 I'll do the Hat Not Hate loom kit, and I'll throw some extra yarn in that. But for this Podiversary episode, I have a book called A Modern Guide to Texture Crochet. It is a really good book, except for this part right here. You can kind of see where it went through the runner. You know, it was probably going along the thing, and it got a little marked. You can only see it when you do this, but like straight on, you can't see it. It's a brand new book. I bought it from Amazon, and it came in the mail. It's a book that I wanted. It's a $29 value. It's but I didn't pay that for it because I got a discount. But it's a book I've wanted for a really long time. I've been looking at it because I like texture stitches. I really like it. I love a blanket made and all that. And then on the back, see, it's got this cute little textured, oh, it shows you the price and everything. It's got this cute little textured ice cream cones on this bag that I thought was really super cute. Okay, the problem is, and the author is Lee Sartori. Sorry if I messed that up, Lee, if you're happen to be watching this. But, and she's a good author. The book is good. But the problem with it is I don't do patterns. And I was thinking, oh, I could look at this and I'll learn these different things. And then when I got it, I realized it's like reading a pattern. I can read really well. I could read a whole novel in a day. That's not exaggerating. I can. I've been reading since a very young age, and I'm a fast reader. Just for some reason, patterns just mess with my mind, and they turn into a foreign language. And I know DC is double crochet. I know SC is single crochet. And ST is slip stitch, or SLT. Anyway, I know that. But when I start trying to do a pattern, it turns into Greek, and I just can't do it. So rather than just keep beating myself over the head, I accept it and I watch tutorials. And there's a lot of people that have helped me out with tutorials. They don't know they've done it because I've watched their videos. One person that did it specifically for me was Bekah at Merrymaker, and so I'll put her link, and I'll put Tracey from Crochet Rocks link in the description. I'm doing an oolong tea shawl, which she just put out another segment today, so I have to catch up on that and do my video. But she asked permission to do that tutorial because it wasn't even her pattern, and the lady let her, and that was very, very fabulous. So thank you, Bekah. And there, so because of wonderful people like Bekah and everybody on YouTube that's ever done a tutorial, I can survive. Plus, I do a lot of just making my own things up, and I can't write patterns either. There's people that ask me for patterns, and like a hat I did with the flower on the brim, and I'm not good. I tried writing a pattern, but it just didn't go well. A couple times I tried. So, but I can make things. I could look and see what I want and just make them. So that's usually what I do unless I'm following a tutorial. But anyway, back to this book. If you made it this far, you know that I'm giving it away. And I hinted that I was giving something away in a previous video, so some people probably come because I hinted. Some people just watch my videos all the way through, and they get to this part and they get a surprise. So remember that, all of y'all that's never been in my giveaways before. are new to the channel, welcome in, by the way, all my new subscribers. Remember, if you don't watch videos all the way through, you should, because only you are going to benefit from it. So there's going to be less people in this little giveaway. So that means you have a better chance of winning. So the prize is this book if you live in the United States. I will ship this anywhere in the continental United States. But if you live outside of the United States, the I am going to be giving a free pattern from Etsy, a downloadable pattern. I will be emailing it. And don't worry, it's not like I'll buy it and then I'll use it and I'll send it to you. No, I'm not doing that to the creator of whatever pattern you pick. I don't use patterns, so I'm just going to basically get the pattern and then email it to you and forget it. I'll trace it out of my computer, whatever. It wouldn't matter either way because we're not double using it, because I am not going to use it. But up to $10 a pattern, a downloadable pattern. That is all that I can do. So if you find you a pattern that you would like, if you're the winner and you live outside of this is just for people outside of the continental United States. If you win, you will get I will email you a free pattern up to $10. Well, it won't be free to me, but it will be to you. Okay, so a book for everybody in the United States and a pattern for everybody outside of the United States. So that covers, because, I have a lot of friends from the UK and just many other places, and I don't want to exclude them. So that's how I handled that. I won't probably be doing that very often until things get better for us financially. I have health conditions, so there's a lot of medicine and doctor's appointments and, medical equipment. We'll leave it at that. And so I don't have the money, and I'm not monetized, so I don't have the money for that either. But as things get better, or if I get monetized or whatever, then prizes will get bigger and further flowing. We'll just say it that way. I don't want to hold everybody up super long. I'm doing it very low key because it's very low key. My channel's low key at the moment. And so there's not a big everybody join in live and a ton of prizes and fun like a lot of my friends had. But you know what? They grew their channel. They made all their goals, and they deserve that big old party. And I feel like this is more on my level for right now. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you make your fluffy scones, and I hope you get some tea. Look in the description if you live near the UK for Crochet Rock's channel, because she does have this at the same price as Amazon. And check out Bekah at Merrymaker's channel for the tutorial. And I want to say a big thanks to everybody that has shouted me out. And then if I start naming names, I'll forget somebody, and then they'll feel really, really bad. So I don't want to do that. But I have shouted out those people's channel as well, and I will continue to do that at the top of my lungs to anybody who will listen. There's a lot of great channels out there. All my yarny besties that I really badly want to mention, but if I do, then one person will feel, or two or three, if I forget that many, will feel left out. So just know everybody knows who they are, and big, big warm hugs and love from me and all the support that you've given me over this year. And I have some great, great friends, and I really badly want to mention them because I don't want them to feel like I've forgotten them. But they know how it works, and we wouldn't want anybody to feel it excluded. But if you watch all my videos, you'll know. And that will help my hours too. So if you really want to know who my Yarny besties are, rewind, watch some of the other episodes. So how you enter this? Here's the rules. Okay, I ask that you be a subscriber. That is a request. You have to be 18 or older. This is not sponsored by YouTube. It was bought with our own money, mine and my husband's. Thank you to my husband. And so YouTube and any of its affiliates are not affiliated with this giveaway. I will put a link in the description to the terms and guidelines of YouTube. You have to follow all the terms and guidelines of YouTube. And they give us a link, and we'll put it in the description. There has to be a keyword so I could put it through the random comment picker. So let's see. I was trying to think. Okay. Coffee. Coffee is my favorite thing. You could probably comment, are you a fan of coffee or not a fan of coffee? But make sure the word coffee, COFFEE, is in the description, because that's what I'm going to use to pick it. And that way I know you watched all the way through. Please know that I will not, other than to heart your comment, I won't comment any words to this video. That's to avoid scammers, because there'll people that'll get into the contents and they'll say you've won or you've been shortlisted or whatever, and they want you to give them their information. They are bad, bad, bad people. And we don't, if you see those people, report them. We don't want that. So please say you're aware of the rules in your comment, and that you are aware that there are scammers, and that'll be your entry. You can comment anything you want as long as it's polite, because you'll just be erased and won't be in the contest if you say anything that's not polite. And I'm not saying you can't give constructive criticism. No, I'm saying be polite. That's all. You have manners, use them. Or just don't enter into the contest. Your choice. But usually I've only had a couple of rude people ever in the whole year, so that's pretty good. I want to say that I love everybody. Remember, if you can't do anything else in this world, if you can't share your craft, your passion, your joy, you can't bake something for a neighbor, show a younger generation, which I highly recommend with their parents' permission, how to do your craft. If you do pottery, if you do crochet, knitting, painting, whatever, pass that on to the next generation, because there's not a lot of stuff getting passed on to them that is useful. If you can't do that, if you can't spend some time with your neighbor, take them some cookies or biscuits or whatever, if you don't do anything else, as you're walking past someone today on the street, in the grocery store, in the yarn store, wherever, give them your best smile. Because there's some people out there, you don't know what they're going through. And it could be a very bad day for them. But they come across you and you give them your best smile, it'll turn their whole day around, and you just don't know how much of effect just a smile that is free that you can do. You don't know how much that turns somebody's life around. I've had instances, I think I've talked about a couple, But in a future video, I'll really get into it. But they're kind of personal, so I don't. But I mean, I've had people tell me that they walk up and see me, you know, hard at work, and when I come past them, they just see me give them a big smile, and they, you know, it just brighten their day. So I know that something as simple as a smile can work. So I challenge you on my 1 year podiversary video, I challenge you to go out and be a joy bomb in your corner of the world. If everybody did that, if everybody did what they could, or just gave smiles, big smiles, wherever they went, and everybody did that in their little corner of the world, you know, all that love and, you know, just giant hug fest will spread, and the world will be a better place. There's not enough love going around, and that's what I've always, through my whole year of doing this podcast, sorry, I'm very emotional too. All my friends know. That's one point that I really wanted to get across, is that we need to love each other and spread the joy. Like I said, be a little joy bomb in your corner of the world, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.